Hello and welcome, my name is Doomlight and today we're playing for Horizon Zero Dawn. So, I'm going to be continuing the main quest this time because I have to. It's too close to the end. I'm assuming this is like the last quest line here, or like second to last one now, because it's all like ramping up to dealing with Hades basically. So, and the description of this makes it sound so last quest. So, I don't know how long it's going to take. If it takes a long time, it might be cut maybe in the middle and have to be split between a couple of episodes. That way it's not like an overwhelmingly long video. But I will see. I'll try to get this whole thing done in one sitting if I can. And then you might see it in like a two-parter maybe. But we'll see. Let's go on then. Let's head to... Oh god, I forgot how far away it is. Meridian, and yep, I think... Oh no, the fast travel spots are still here, and I can fast travel to it still. Okay. Surprised that no one here in Meridian is saying anything about the Nora girl walking through in glowing armour. It's just like, nah, this is fine. It's like, you know. I mean, look at it. And the clanking sounds, whatever, because they must be like clanking all around in their heavy armour, so... And the fact that lagged, that was bad. Please tell me that like all my friends are here, like Bal. Hey Aaron. Hey buddy, can I talk to you?
You still want to talk? I might need a hanky.
Wow, okay, no, he
I'll see you
did
later.
say.
I hope so.
Oh, I like the little, don't notice that, the little like blue like bandana thingy around your neck. The little like scarf bandana thing. I like those little like bandanas around the neck. Hey Vard, I got some bad news to tell you about. Don't mind the armor.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes, send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy, he won't question it.
And have the City Guard fortify the Western Ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
Oh boy.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
It's quite the story, Vard. Oh, you told him pretty quickly, I guess. Anything else I can talk to you about?
Have you spoken to Blameless Marad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Okay. So, Blameless Mirage, the one priest guy that I helped out with the psychos of the three people to mourn the loss of their loved ones. Isn't that him?
Quietly does it.
Oh no, it's this guy. No, I
Panic
think
in the
that's someone
city
else.
will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Some of these guys have similar names, so I forgot this was this guy.
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards.
Fair
But
enough.
many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
I did get a hint that the more people I sort of helped along the way, the more people would come to help me. So maybe this is this.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us.
Awesome.
You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire.
Hey.
They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
Hey, please tell me Val and Aaron are going to meet.
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Have you slept at all this time, Aloy? Oh boy, got a bunch of optional stuff. Let's have a look. I want to make sure I get everything, or as much as I can, done here. So I've just got to visit both defense sites. I've got to view the ridge and the spire. So as long as I don't go to Odin's place, I'm good. Cool. Okay. So let's have a look then. I'm guessing. Would number 1 be? Hang on. Okay, now that's the rest. Okay, so I'm going to number 2 and number 3. Oh, hello. I noticed you did that. Hang on, Sobek Journal. There you go, repaired file. Let's see. Let's see. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and a master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 04:30. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to Dawn. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan. But the truth is, I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Aww. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no fail-safes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Or we found out that they crashed, I think, didn't we? Something went wrong. I forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Naruto replied in less than a minute, with a poem, of course. The Building of the Ship, by Longfellow. And it's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This stanza, or couplet, or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to Zero Dawn. Guess I should stop by Naruto's lab and check on Demeter's progress too. If I could get out of there without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. Right, so 2 more journals left to unlock then.
No. Colorful discussion.
Don't want to sell you any flowers right now. Don't think I picked up any more since last time I saw you anyway, so screw off. Right, on the ground. Guessing this is the oh god, get out of the water. This is probably the bridge, yeah. Well, not bridge, gate. Made they're defending, I guess. Stop trying to take a dip, Aloy. Got a few of the preparations.
Have you just polished that armor, was it?
Oh, hello.
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
Damn
Oh, man.
stirring up tension.
Nothing.
Out with
You're
the
here, eh?
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster. Whatever
Hey.
that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts.
I tried to.
When you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
There are no
We can,
shadows on
Teb.
noonday
We
sun.
can.
Words to live by.
What can I? Yeah, there you go. Thanks for the supplies. Hey, Blaze. Thank you.
We'll just
Oh,
conveniently
another one repaired. Hang on. That's the third one. Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating, dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out, but not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza. He organised for Zero Dawn stuff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspections with Harris and the President's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look at me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his fur and flew back to Thebes, gag. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Harry stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase, as though the colour of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clear enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African Civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, but to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. The noose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing, I need to get back to Zero Dawn. Right, so one more log available. Hey, it's you two. Hi, you two.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Nah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all.
Yeah, you said it.
I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Well said.
I only fight when I have to. But by the time I have to, I usually want to.
Huh.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
Yeah.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vinasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Oh, I like this combination. This combination's awesome. Let's see, who else have we got? This is who I think it is. Petra, that's you, isn't it? Yep. Yep. Hello, Petra.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The targets should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
Where's the targets? I want to shoot some targets. Kabam!
Nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
Oh, this gun, man. Where's your targets? There you go.
Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or
Nice.
no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
Oh yeah, you load every one of this thing, of course. Yeah, it's awesome.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it.
We
Next
better.
time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
Someone else? Or was that everyone? I wonder if I missed anyone. I imagine I probably did.
Isn't that
Oh,
him? From the Battle of the Dawn?
Can be. Cinnabar Sands was before that, and there were no survivors.
Well, I don't like to boast.
Oh, son, keep the shadow from falling upon me.
hello now. Oh, I didn't notice you down here.
Nil?
Aloy. They told me your name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by metal. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The weight before blood is shed. Like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard, I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist?
Of course, yeah. Oh, I'm glad that I didn't follow on with the alternate timeline. That alternate timeline had you killed. I'm just saying, Neil. Okay, I need to actually keep a lookout now in case I am missing anyone. Because even though it says that I've done this, shoot preparations.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Luthid?
As many as I have to.
The fact that this place is empty
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
makes me think maybe I missed
What?
someone there.
cheerful.
Too much Oseram influence at the palace.
Hello.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If Atral were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
Ah, I'm glad she didn't go through with the, you know.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Right, so yeah, I'm guessing I've missed someone or a couple of people because that place down there is empty. Oh well. I feel like I've got a good amount of people here by my side for this. Something I do want to do actually before I move on. I've been neglecting all of these. Oh yeah, that's fine, I don't need that. Boop. Man, all the supplies I've been missing out on from these things. Oh god, don't go back to that again. Man. Keep them coming. Nice. The main thing I wanted from that was Blaze. And healing potions as well. What is my healing potion situation like?
No, I'm awake and alert.
It's decent. I think the main ones I need to focus on at the moment are like the jumbo potions.
That's a nice spear, Luthid. I like the way you grip it.
Wow. Banasha, seriously. Right, let's go to the spire then. Oh, fire repaired. That's the last one. Oh god, what's this one going to be about? Oh, that's weird. Said it was repaired. Huh. Weird. Let me just check again real quick, just in case I was checking it real quick. No, okay. Weird. Thinking about it, I don't know if I've ever actually been up close to the spire. I've seen it from distance many times. Hello?
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
I remember talking to you specifically. I remember talking to one that was all about, she was like crazy about the hunt. Maybe I missed talking to her, but she came anyway. Oh, okay, so there's more people than up here, I'm guessing, that I've done side quests for, maybe, that come along. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't think I've ever actually done this climb before to the spire. I wonder if you can come up here early. Or if you're only allowed to ascend this place here. Ah, oh god. That was reloading in a whole chunk of stuff. I think I know who you are. Hello.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge.
Yeah, they can handle
I will
that.
not stand aside while one of mine fights alone.
Yeah.
Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
Yeah, if it wasn't for us not leaving you alone, you would have probably died, Talana, so nice to see the, coming back round. Glad you're here. As I am with everyone else that's here, of course, that I've helped along the way. This is what I like about games like this, like RPG games, you know, a bunch of side quests, and you meet all these people, and a lot of them are really good people. When they bring them back and they actually mean something. Like, they could have done absolutely nothing with Talana there. They could have had her have a whole side quest in the lodge, and that could have been it. That girl, the Romeo and Juliet thing, they could have left that as it is. But no, you helped them, and so it means something. It's changed stuff. I like that in games. I wish more games did that. I hope I see a bunch more people up here that I've helped. Oh god, there's quite a few spots up here. God, I feel like I might miss someone. I'll explore everywhere, even though the markers only tell me to go to certain spots. Just in case there is someone sneaky hiding around somewhere. I don't want to miss. Oh. Well, okay, you can not grab on, that's fine. I'm assuming it's telling me to go to these spots because that is just where the people I've helped are holding out, I guess. Right, okay. Let's go over here first then.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
Yeah.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
Hi there.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Yeah, Sona's very much about following the, not breaking taboo. So yeah, I could see how, even though she's like being requested to go here, essentially, she doesn't like it. You know, she's doing it, but she doesn't have to, not so much agree, but like it. Alright, grab onto this one, Aloy. Oh, hello.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
Yeah, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
Aww.
And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says, Or because you say?
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Oh, you're so sweet. Who else we got? Anyone else? What brand? You didn't meet Eren though, did you? Oh, I tell you, you need to
great
meet.
son, how does your gaze fall? In approval or approach? Turn our heads with your daily pilgrimage, from the east where we came, to the west where only you may go. You grant cold metal the warmth of life, and let the machines bask in your great shining. For you, the shadows shrink and part and gather again only at your allowance without form. Your eyes, the day, your ears, the priests, your lips, the radiant Sun King, as there was before and will be again, your light.
Hi, man. Didn't expect to see you up here.
Naman, I should have known if there was going to be a Sun Priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun King had allowed Outlanders to set foot upon the Elite, this Aloy could only be you. I wish the circumstances were different, or that the Psalms of the Sun could give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one pontification...
Go ahead.
You've shown strength and compassion. Our enemy's only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun, but the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
The tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will?
I mean, I guess your son is technically the same as All-Mother in a sense. So, you know, it all kind of leads back to Gaia and all that, so... They both do kind of want me to succeed, if we look at it like that. Right, so that's the thing, he wasn't pointed out, so now I'm worried that there are people around here that I'm gonna miss. I hate that. I don't like it. I wish every person's interest was pointed out.
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys just like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
Let's not get cocky, boys.
Yeah, I remember the chicken outfit. That was ages ago, the chicken outfit. Jesus Christ. Gonna talk to you, Eren? Oh, there you go.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower.
We have a lot more allies, though.
What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's going to be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
Yeah.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Eren. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
I think she'd be proud regardless, Eren. Right, okay. So you're telling me that this place is done. Okay, well, you're saying this is repaired again. And it looks like it actually is, okay. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Said collapse of the Eastern Line was imminent. Swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more and I think Gaia could have launched without our help, I really do. We had to scramble. Zero Dawn became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up, but they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do, so they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime, and yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper Protocol, there never would have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If. At least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible. For which I'm glad. I really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate, raised by Travis Tate. No, it would be up to us to perfect Gaia, one generation only. Update. That was General Harris. The Salient has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best locked down and seal up. Buried alive, for life's sake. I'll go tell the others. And I guess not too long after this is when she had to sacrifice herself, I guess. Which makes sense because she didn't get time to unpack her office. And that sucks. Right, I'm assuming that there's not anyone else here. I'll have like another quick sweep of the area, but I think we found everyone of importance. Yeah, I imagine I probably missed like 1 or 2 people, and maybe they'd be like up there, or 1 person maybe. Because the thing, there are still some side quests that are like around. I don't think doing them now would matter too much. I don't think they'll be like added to this if I was to do them now. If I can actually do them now. So I think, oh no, they're still there, still talkable. I guess until I rest at my or Odin's place, technically I can still do stuff. Oh boy, this is gonna be big, isn't it? I really hope all these people survive. I really do. Right, I feel like this is probably a good spot to end this episode, because I've been recording for like about good 45 minutes or so now, and if I go into the actual like event, it's going to be a very long thing, I think. So I feel like this is a good spot to wrap this part up, and then we'll finish this off in the next part maybe, assuming it's not overly long. If not, it'll be a 2-parter again, like I said. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, why not slap the subscribe button. It's totally free and helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.